The Indian River Lagoon is a shallow water estuary encompassing more than 40% of Florida's east coast. It spans more than 150 miles from Ponce Inlet, Volusia County, down to Jupiter Inlet in Palm Beach County. The lagoon's yearly revenue is estimated at $3.7 billion. It supports more than 15,000 jobs and enables recreational habits for more than 11 million annually. Recently, the appearance of toxic algae blooms has compromised both marine life and humans.
It's important because the lagoon it's our lagoon, and it's really the driving force both environmentally and economically for this area. And so it's an issue that if we ignore it and we continue to let it deteriorate, we're not going to have a future economically, environmentally, ecologically, any of that. And it's an issue that needs to be brought to light.
At Orca's recent Love My Lagoon 5K at Riverside Park in Vero Beach, the company showed off its water testing stud Kilroy and educated the public on the importance of a healthy river lagoon.
Economically, it adds $3.72 billion to the economies. An acre of seagrass is one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet. It's right up there with tropical rainforests and tropical reefs as far as biodiversity goes. And we have some problems. The northern lagoon is collapsing. It's a nutrient-driven collapse. We have algae blooms the last 2 years. We've lost more than 32,000 acres of seagrass. That's habitat for 14 million fish. That's 50 square miles of essentially rainforest in the lagoon.
The lagoon is home to an enormous number of plant, animal, and marine life species, and its biodiversity caters to numerous people's enjoyment of the estuary.
Here in Florida, ecotourism is one of the most important drivers for the state economy. Whether you're talking about people, getting in the water to swim, visiting the state parks in the area, or fishing, just all those recreational kinds of things that make people appreciate Florida from afar.
Recently, the Waters Resource Advisory Committee held a panel discussion in Junction Beach, Florida, on the problems currently facing the lagoon. It brought together elected officials, environmentalists, activists, and concerned citizens. More than 30 panel guests and more than a dozen audience members got a chance to express their opinions on the problems and solutions. All in attendance were hopeful the Indian River Lagoon could be saved.
As a mother, especially during the summertime, it's hard to keep the children out of the water because it's so unhealthy and toxic. We love nature, and she loves to see the wildlife, and it's disheartening for her, and I want her to know that through our voices there's hope.
Police were on hand to make sure things stayed civil during the heated banter that ensued throughout the discussion. But more needs to be done to save the lagoon.
Well, if you can't fish, if you can't swim, if you can't dive, if you can't go in the water, what's the reason for coming here?
With 5 direct links to the ocean via inlets, the Indian River Lagoon is a spawning area for numerous fish and wildlife. It also is a key migrating location for birds. But it's the humans that want clean water as well.